You know, one of the funniest things to me is women coming on the internet and trashing men, saying all these horrible things about men, and then turning around and saying, we're all the good men at. It's like, ladies, really? You want to trash a whole swath of people that you're attracted to and then expect them to want you back after you just trashed them? Does that even make sense to you?
Let's call it like it is. Today's women basically despise men.
Yep.
Despise them with every fiber of their being.
And they don't even know why.
Oh, they'll deny it, to be sure. They'll claim it's not true. But the fact remains, it is. They'll say things like, not me, I'm not like them, yet prove otherwise every day. So let's quit living in fantasy and deal in reality for a minute, shall we?
Sure.
Not in feelings, not spin, but actual words. The actual words of a woman who dared to say out loud what they all think. The words of a woman who millions of other women are cheering on for saying them. So in case you missed it, recently singer and actress Sabrina Carpenter decided to go all in on spreading her toxicity and hatred of men in a recent interview with Vogue Italia. She said, and I quote, "They're a super entertaining species to watch." Yeah, you heard it right. We're a species. Men aren't partners, they're not equals, they're not even human beings. They're a species. Like we're National Geographic footage worthy. Then she followed it up with this little gem. I feel like we've always kind of had to train them. It's a tale as old as time. Train them. You mean like monkeys, Sabrina? Like dogs? Now I want you to pause for a second and ask yourself something. What do you think the reaction would be if a man, any man, stood up and said, women are a species, something to be trained, something akin to a monkey or dog? We all know what
we wouldn't be on the internet if we said something like that.
would be. Women would lose their ever-loving minds, which, to be fair, is exactly what they're doing in this case. The only difference? It isn't in anger, but joy. Pure, unadulterated joy. They're clapping, they're cheering, they are eating it up. Yes, Queen, men need this. Say it louder. Well, okay then, ladies, let's stay right there for a second, because this is the part none of you seems to be able to connect. You cheer this stuff on. You co-sign for it. You, of course, share and like and repost it all. And then you hop in your car, hit record, and make yet another meltdown video, sitting in said car, crying your eyes out about how dating sucks and no man wants you.
Correct.
You don't see the problem?
They really don't.
Seriously, ladies?
They don't.
You're applauding someone calling men a species, saying they need to be trained like lowly dogs, and then expect a man to want you? You expect a man to actually show up, to lead, to commit, to protect, to provide? You want a man to invest in you while you're putting them down constantly? I mean, ladies, are you really that stupid?
They are.
Why should he? Why would he? You just told him exactly what you think of him.
Again, they really don't think that men have Jay-Z's internet. They don't think that men look at their social media. They don't think that whatever they post is going to push back at them at any moment in time in the future. But it is. Even my channel, right? Do you think I'm ever going to probably get a regular corporate job anymore because I have this channel? That's a hell no, right? Any corporate or any corporation that sees me and then sees this channel, they don't want to deal with it. It's probably a liability to them.
Let's face it, it ain't much. You've made it abundantly clear you don't respect men, don't value them, don't appreciate them. You don't appreciate any man, yet you want all of those things and more from them. Sorry, ladies, but I think all that peroxide you've been dumping on your heads like Miss Carpenter has fried your brains. And here's where it gets even better, because it's not just interviews where Miss Carpenter has promoted this. A few months ago, she literally dropped a song called Man-Child, where the entire theme is about men being stupid, slow, useless, and incompetent. A song that quickly went to #1 and has been downloaded and sung along to by millions upon millions of women. Once again, ladies, you're showing your true selves and just how much you truly hate men, how much you disrespect them. Because instead of calling her out for that toxicity, the girl crowd has gone wild. The very girl crowd who at the same time is turning around saying, "Where did all the good men go? Why don't they want me?" Well, sweetie, in case you can't figure it out, it's pretty damn obvious why, yet you can't get your collective heads out of your asses. Look, I know logic, reason, and basic...
I mean, it must be some big ass to put that many heads in there.
Basic math are beyond most women, but even you ladies should be able to see what's going on. You insult competence in men, then complain that you can't find it. You mock masculinity, calling it toxic, then wonder why nobody's stepping up. You trash men day and night and have for your entire lives and are then shocked that men no longer want anything to do with you. Look, sis, you can't have it both ways. You don't get to publicly disrespect men and privately expect one to treat you like you're something special.
And this is why I think men should really vet women's social medias and go through their TikToks, go through their Instagram, and just leave these women alone. These man-hating children. Leave them alone.
That math ain't mathin', and it never will. No matter how much you shake your ass or bounce your, well, you know. And here's the part that really stings for the ladies, because it's not the men who are losing out. No. In fact, they're coming out ahead. Men are adapting. They're looking at this and going, yeah, I'm good.
Yep.
Less dating, less...
MGTOW's on the rise. Men walking away, men not wanting to deal with women. Women are feeling it. It's enough men that have backed out where women are feeling the pressure.
Commitment, less volunteering to be in a situation where you're already seen as the problem. And the crazy part, most of the men have now figured out that their lives are way more peaceful because
and more
of it.
money.
Meanwhile, women
Fruitful.
are left in a dating pool that looks very different. One that has shrunk to minuscule proportions from the one they say they want.
Yep. Now it's just the Chads and the Simps. And all the good men have kind of walked away.
Because the guys with options, the guys with standards, the guys with something to lose, they're not lining up to be trained. No, they're walking away quickly and quietly. No speeches, no arguments. They're just gone. And they won't be coming back anytime soon. And it's all because of you, ladies. You brought this on. You continue to bring this on. And here's the line that nobody, especially women, wants to hear. But it is exactly what's happening. It's rapidly becoming all men until it's no men. Yeah, you heard me say that right. All men till it's no men. As in, all men are going to walk away until there's none left for you to abuse. Sorry, ladies, but your toxicity knows no bounds. You label men all the same, thinking the good ones won't care. Hell, you even tell yourselves they won't care in those silly little videos.
It's funny, right? They're like, oh, the good ones know they're good. They're not mad at us. No, the good ones are like just listening to you like, we're good. But you keep putting all men in this boat.
But they do. Oh boy, do they. And it's why the best ones have already removed themselves from the dating scene. And why they should have. Sorry, ladies, you don't get to pick and choose who all men are. It's cut and dried, black and white. If it's all men, then it's not all men except for the ones you want. It doesn't work that way. When you treat men like a problem, they stop offering solutions. when you spill your toxicity and hatred towards them, or when other women do it and you laugh, clap, and cheer it on like you're all doing with Miss Carpenter, you don't then get to sit there later acting confused, hurt, bitter, and alone, wondering, what happened? I know, you're all asking, how did it get like this?
They ask every day.
Sorry, darlings, but what
Every
happened
day.
was you. What happened was your decision to view men as trash and treat them accordingly. And we tried to tell you, but you didn't want to hear it. No, you knew better than we did. When we told you to stop talking and stop saying this stuff, you didn't
I mean, how many times have we told you, can you just shut the fuck up? Please. Shut the fuck up.
Respond with anything more than to double down, spewing even more toxicity and hate. Thus, you showed men exactly who you are and how you think, and how little you think of them, how much you disrespect them. We told you exactly what was happening, but you just didn't think it was going to affect you. Well, now it has.
Yep.
And it's going to continue to, as long as y'all are running around allowing insipid, brain-dead pop stars to speak for you, as long as you cheer them on for doing and saying what they do. I know to all of you accountability is like kryptonite, but maybe, just maybe it's time you tried having some. Or get used to the fact that men have decided you're no longer wanted, needed, or necessary. Let's call it like it is.